Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are doing fantastic. If you want to support the channel, there's links down there to Patreon and Amazon and all those things. You know, the hypocrisy of the mask. I've been talking about it for a while already. You know, they want you to wear a mask because if you don't, you must want to contaminate people. Something wrong with you, sir. How dare you not wear a mask in public, right? We're trying to keep our communities safe, and you are radical that don't want to be part of that. Well, if you want to keep our community safe, obviously a mask, social distance, and things like that, it potentially works. But let's do it all over the place. Let's not be hypocritical like Walt Disney World, right? Disney is open up. There's an old article about it. They're gonna have things in place in order to protect the people. I did a quick search here online, and it says that millions and millions. This one says 52 millions. Walt Disney World. I'm not sure if it's the one here in Florida or in California. I believe it's the other one. But again, you know, this one says 52 millions annually. So I mean, I'm telling you, it's in the millions of millions of millions. So I've been in Disney several times. I know what it is to stand in line for hours upon hours. People are really close to each other. The line is completely way up there, right? And again, I don't understand how they're going to have these things in place in order to protect the people. What I see here is that it's going to be millions of people coming to the state of Florida, or millions of people visiting this place. And, you know, if the spread is real, it's going to get worse. That's what's going to happen, because you have people coming from all over the places, all over the planet, all over the United States into Disney World in order to have a good time with the family. But again, you know, it's going to get worse. And now we think about this. What about school? We are now debating to open schools, right? We're debating how we're going to bring our children back to school. And it's a debatable topic, but Disney's not. So we are debating to educate our children, but we're not debating to bring millions upon millions of people to just have fun. Hypocrisy is the hypocrisy that we are seeing nowadays, where they're telling you something, but it really does not make sense, because one people tell you something, somebody tells you something else. Here's the thing, you know, I've been saying this for quite some time right now. I don't have an issue. I have zero issue with you wearing a mask. Zero issue. My only concern has been when we're trying to force other people, or where we play the hypocritical game where you have people that are wearing the mask, saying how bad everything is going on, but they're eating Mexican food, right? I went to the Mexican food. You guys heard me talking about it. People eating there, putting the mask up and down, things like that. They're done eating, they put it back in here, and you're in a Mexican restaurant. If you are so concerned, stay home. What are you doing here? If you are so concerned, go and buy your essential items, or order them and come home. What are you doing in Ross? Walking around and looking at clothes. Oh, is this one looks good on me? While you're wearing a mask, and then screaming at other people. If you think that person that is not wearing a mask is literally putting people at risk, or should not be doing that, so do you. You shouldn't be on Ross. That's not an essential place for you to buy things that you need for to survive. You're just having fun. You're just, you know, trying clothes. So you should be home too. So again, you know, it's a really hypocritical part here, right? If we shouldn't, if we are debating schools to be open, then Disney should not be open. Disney should be like the last thing. After we come back, schools are open and all that, we worry about fun, right? First is responsibility. First is things that we need, and then is the fun, right? And here's the thing, you know, we talking about this. We're talking about not opening the schools, but we're opening Disney. How does that make sense? Millions upon millions of people going through those gates annually. It makes no sense to me. Of course, they have a whole thing how they're gonna do it, how they're not gonna do it. You know, we guarantee this and we guarantee that. But here's the reality: I've been in Disney. It's gonna be very, very hard to control that. The lines are out of control. People are on top of people and things like that, and it's going to be really hard. So to me, it's simple. I'm not saying that opening Disney is a bad thing. I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is the hypocrisy. Here's the hypocrisy, and I've been making this video to show you the hypocrisy. If Disney's going to open, so the school. Right? It goes back to when the Democrats wanted to push kids to be 16 to vote. You guys remember that? You're 16. You only know to vote when then you old enough to be an adult, buy a gun, and do things that an adult does. Because we're gonna trust you with voting for the president of the United States. We gotta trust you with more than that, right? Again, I disagree. I don't think a 16-year-old is old enough, right? The same thing, when they changed the law here, 21 years old in the state of Florida for you to buy a firearm, but you could be 18 and die for our country, right? Something there is wrong. Is the hypocrisy. You have to close down the school. You don't want to open the schools back up, but you open in Disney World. To me, that makes no sense. Anyways, what do you guys think? Put comments down below. And as always, God is in control.